Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the daily broadcast. I am Sweet Bobby, aka Bobby Gaines, Dr. Bobby Gaines. Shut up! I got a dog outside. That's the one I threw the pills at the other day. And it'll probably yelp until Beth gets back with the kids. My apologies. I'm gonna have to go downstairs. I can't put up with that yapping, that incessant yapping. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Look at the market, 1.58% will behave. We are to the moon, baby, to the moon. I can't even find the opening 15-minute range. Look at this. Look at that. Here's the opening 15-minute range. Here's the overnight high. Here's VWAP. I mean, it is just bulls away, baby, bulls away. AD is not applicable. Go bull. It really is. It's just over here somewhere. It's in the 400s, right? So AD in the 400s. We got volume, though. Ain't no volume at all. Everybody's at the Hamptons. So this is a rising tide on low volume. Does it mean anything? No, not really. Not a lot of institutional people participating in the bull run today. That's what I see. All right. VIX is at 22. Yeah, AD is at what, 433. Has been 464. ADL low, 277. Let us look at the, yeah, look at this thing. Remember when we had a slope like this? Look at this, y'all. We are almost flattening. Look at this. Is the bear market over? Was Bobby wrong? Maybe. You know, bull going up. What's the volume doing? Volume going up. I don't know about today, but you know, everything looks pretty pretty steady to me. I don't think there's any problems here. So let's just get it on. Let's get it on, baby, because I got to travel to Macon, Georgia tonight for high school football. We got like a 2-hour drive from where I'm at. We got a 60% chance of rain, which should be interesting. All right, so let's go here. 9/9/22. And what is our net? Oh, I got to tell you about a trade. I tell y'all everything. Oh, sweet Bobby came in here early this morning and I did a trade. Let me show you. Because I was trying to show you everything. I bought back that future. Y'all remember that great future that I bought, that I sold? Remember that when I sold for 3,900 something? If we can find it. Let's see, order history. Look at this. Y'all remember that future? Here it is. That future that I sold at 39.05. Oh, sweet Bobby closed it at 40.39 like a champ. How does Bobby make such awesome trades? Okay, if y'all don't know that, if I sold it here and bought it here, that's like a $600 and something loser. A $600 and something, say it with me, loser. 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 Big L. I'm still upset about that. But I'm glad I took it off, because when I took it off, the market was up like 0.84%. So we're at 1 point whatever now. So I was glad I took it off. But you know, I did what I did. I'm not embarrassed at it at all. I just wanted y'all to see that, because I like showing y'all every trade, right? Every trade. Because I'm not one of those that gets on here and goes, I know it all, because I know very little. I am the worst trader on the planet, but I used to be a lot worse than I am today, believe it or not. All right, take my face. My facial ID is just not working. I think since I shaved, it's gone amok. So our 26, 288.39. So we're down.
Well, we're moving on.
Wrong way. Dang it. So we're down $26 from yesterday. Would be down worse if I hadn't got rid of that stupid future. Stupid futures. I hate them. I hate them. I'm never trading another future. How many times have y'all heard that before? So let's look at the other count. We are, come on, let me play the Jeffersons in this one. This one didn't have a future. Please, Lord, let this one be up just a little bit. Oh, behave. Hold on. Where I actually act like a responsible adult. 102, 189.05. Oh, behave.
Well, we're moving on now to the side, to a deluxe apartment in
right, so let's look at our Greeks and our Crimson account first. 11.72 after I got rid of that evil future. 11.72. 11.72. I hadn't been in a fight with anybody today. I hadn't been in a fuss with anybody. I've been in a parade. I was 2 cars behind Mickey Mouse, standing on the back of a truck today. It was really great. Grandparents parade at school. Had my mama in there. Then we went and had a big breakfast. Oh, it was just a fun day. Fun day. All right, so here's my buying power. My buying power is 64.74. 64.74, baby. All right, so let's do some talking, shall we? So I got rid of my future. My deltas are fine, right? So say it with me. Delta's fine. How do I know that? Because it says no adjustment. I could have maximum deltas of 39, but my deltas are fine. Now, my theta, is my theta fine? My theta is fine. I'm at 0.16%. Now remember, we're going to start targeting. I'm moving my target a little bit, right? I'm now saying if I'm between 0.1 and 0.25, I'm good on the theta end. And buying power with a VIX between 20 and 30 should be a maximum of 25%. This says great, great, great. Everybody follow. Make sure y'all follow. All right. Everybody follow. Everything says great, y'all. Everything says great. Now, everything says, Bobby, you fat black glass spam hat, 9-toed Elton John loving son of a gun, could put on a trade today if you want to. I have deltas to do it. I got the theta to do it. I got the buying power to do it. But should I do it? Now let's just talk for a second. The market is up a gargantuan amount. So I think y'all are going to like my logic. Let's talk about logic. So yesterday I said, if all 3 line up, hit button monkey, right? Hit button monkey. All 3 are fine for you to trade. Okay, let's back up a little bit. But is it a great day to trade? Our little 111 and 112s on a 1.6% up move. It's just not. It's just not a great day to sell premium. Now, let me say this. If I needed negative delta, I could see me going into and doing a long put spread. Right? I could see me doing a long debit put spread. I could see me doing that. Is there a need to though with my deltas at 11? Yeah, no, not really. Not really. And if I did that, it would give me negative theta. I really don't want negative theta. So here's my thought process. And I apologize, y'all. I'm making adjustments to my trading plan. Some of them I'm making edits over the last couple of days. So while everything says go, do I have to put on a trade today? And the answer is simply no. And I'm going to tell you why. The answer is no, because my theta, while not maxed out, is sufficient. I have sufficient theta. Well, how do you know that, Bob? Because I'm targeting theta of 0.1 or higher. I'm at 0.16. I have sufficient theta. So there's no need to push a trade where a trade is not needed. Now, Ed, you're gonna have to help me. We're gonna have to come up with the verbiage for this, for the trading plan. But the thing is this, I could trade. I can trade. Do I need to trade? I don't need to trade. Why? Because my theta is sufficient. Everybody following me? I'm hoping I'm making some sense. So I'm not going to put a trade. Yeah, talk to me, Ed.
Hey, good afternoon. Quick question. So what you're saying is you could trade if you wanted to, but because you don't have to, and we're having this monster update, is that the deciding factor? If we were a down day, you'd probably be putting a trade on? Is that
definitely be putting a trade on if it was a down day. Definitely. Okay. And if I had some elevated deltas, I may pop into that little section of where I do a long, spread to take down my deltas a little bit, but I don't need that. I am well below what I need to be. So, why be fancy with it? I just look at this account and say, I'm perfect, baby. This is the discipline that I need. This is the discipline I think that we all need, right? And so we kind of make these little adjustments on plan, the adjustments to our trading plan. But I really like this. So if you look at the account, if I am flying the airplane, do I have to stop for gas right now? Do I need more fuel on the fire? I don't. I have plenty of fuel to keep my little account going. I've got 0.16. I would be low fuel, right? I don't have enough theta to keep my theta engine going if I get below 0.1, and I probably would put on a trade. But at this point, I don't need to. I have sufficient theta. Everybody with me? Now, here's the deal. Here's where we could get in trouble, right? We could get in trouble because what if now I go and check my hello ladies and I got something that's like really super. Here's where we got to think about it now. So let's go back out and let's say, we doing good today, baby. So let's go check. Whoa, thank God I got rid of that future. If I ever sell another future, will y'all sell out me? Just pop me in the face. All right, here we go. 112.47. We closed that, I guess, yesterday. So let's just look at the ladies that are sitting at the old bar. Up 160%, up 166%, up 66. Well, hello, ladies. It's like the entire cast of Baywatch is surrounding Sweet Bobby at the old fruit stand, right? And everybody saying, well, we la pina coladas. And Bobby's saying, yeah, I see you. I see you there. It's like I'm watching Dallas and I'm saying, hello there, Victoria Principal. Hello, Charlene Tilton. Hello. What was JR's mama's name? What's her name? Miss Ellie. You know, Miss Ellie, she's kind of hot too, right? So you got all the hello ladies where you could go and say, I could close this. Now, do I need to close something? Well, I don't think so. I don't, and nothing's just screaming at me. I mean, nothing's really screaming at me. My count's good. I could take off something. I could take something off. But if I do, what happens? Okay, let's pretend that I do. Let's say that we take off this little trade right here. Now, we're getting into that time too that you're 21 days, right? And I've been saying the whole time, well, if it's not profitable but 21 days, I probably need to do something. I got all these little trades here, 21 days, right? So I probably need to start doing something. So let's talk about it. So the most profitable trade here is this one. I guess by percentage wise, 168%, right? So it would make me $101. But let's look at it. If I take this off, I'm going to lose 8.55 in theta. All right, let's go back over here. So my theta is 4170 minus what I say, 855. So 4170 minus 855 equals 3315. So if I took this off, now, who knows if that's going to be theoretically correct or not. 33.50, let's just pretend it is. 33.15, I'm going to be at 0.13%. I'm talking myself out of it now. I thought that it would probably drop my theta a lot more. So I'm going to talk myself back into it. Because that drop is going to keep my theta above my threshold where I need to be. And looking over here and going, hey, these trades are 21 days. And I know Tasty Work says take them off for 21 days. I'm going to take them off. I'm going to take one off. Thank you. That confuse anybody because I said I wouldn't and then I am? Don't confuse anybody. Everything kind of came back to me and said, close it off. So let's close one off. Bob, how come you ain't going to close all of them? Because I don't have to. All right, so we're going to close two of the, in the world is going, how come it ain't showing my full strike? Here, there. I closed two of my 3700s. Unbelievable. What is this stuff? Two of my 3700s. Can y'all tell a difference in my lighting? I've got these little color things that I put on in front of my lights to give me like different tones. Am I too bright? I look a little bright in my thing. Maybe I need to tone that down a little bit. I don't think I'm too bright. Too bright? What else? 2 3700s. I don't want to be too bright. I want y'all to go, oh, what happened to Bobby? God. 2 of the 3700s. 775 credit. Well, hello, ladies. I got a feeling I'm getting out of that. Look at that. 775. Hello, Victoria Principal. All right. From our Dallas day. If y'all didn't watch Dallas back in the day, y'all missed out. So I closed with 112.49, right? That's 775. 112.49. Let's go find it. 112.49. That's 75. 112.49 for a 775 credit. So I gotta make that a negative number, negative 7.75. All right, so we closed it on 9/9/22. The first full day of Charles III's rank as King of Great Britain. Kiss the ring, baby. Kiss the flipping ring. I don't know why I follow that stuff so much. I was fascinated by that. 86.99. 86.99. All right, let's put that in our little profit calendar. 86.99. Right here. Look here, we ain't taking profits in 2 weeks, y'all. What'd I say? 86.99. Oh, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. 86.99. 86.99. So let's get this fixed up here. Format. Green. Oh, jeez. This drives me crazy. And we'll go equal the sum of all this stuff. So you and I have made, well, let's keep in mind, old Bobby had to sell the future and lose $600 on it. If I ever do that again, I swear to y'all, if I ever do it again, y'all just slap me upside the head. So let's see, Foreman Painter. Ta-da, there we go. So we'll make it great. Bobby, why don't you put, I know I need to put it in there. I just don't know how to count. We'll just do -6. I ain't gonna do it. Y'all hush. Everybody stifle themselves. I'm telling you, it's there. It's just, we're not counting. Okay. All right, so 86.99 we made there on that trade. So we only got 1, 2, 3, 4 trades open. So we know that took us down to about 0.13, but we're good. All right, we'll look at our statistics later to see how we're doing. A little too bright, coach. Hold on there. See, am I bright on this side? On this side? Where's my camera at? Where's my dang? Am I bright on that? That's the side I'm bright on, isn't it? Put a blue tint on it. Give me 1 second. I want to talk a little bit. Ed, hey Ed, did you talk to Thinkorswim today? Did you get them? Did you tell them? Let me tell y'all something. You bunch of heathens. Do you know who I am? I am Ed, Notional Ed. I am from the Trader Nerds group, and screw y'all, we're gonna get a deal.
Well, first, as I posted in your Thinkorswim room, I was not successful in my effort. So unfortunately, I don't have anything great to report there.
What did they say, Ed? Just screw you or what?
Yeah, basically, I talked to the guy yesterday, called him this morning, called him back 3 times this morning, and he kept going to different avenues. They used to allow grouping, and they're basically saying Schwab won't allow them to do it. So that's their excuse for everything now. Schwab won't let us do it. So I tried sugar at first, and then I informed them I was of the Tasty Nerd community, overseen by the Muscadine Mafia overlord, Sweet Bobby. And then I informed them I was the underlord, Notional Ed, and well, it didn't get me very far.
Okay. So here's my solution for that. Is that better on my lighting? Is that better, everybody? Okay. Here's my solution. That I'm gonna get Beth to call. I'm gonna get Beth to call. Let me tell you, you don't mess with that woman. They'll be screaming like a high school cheerleader at a homecoming game. Out of Beth gets hold of them. Okay, you wanted me to update my Greeks now, Ed?
Please.
Oh, Ed, I don't like going in and doing it a second time, but I'll do it.
Well, I'd just like to see, I think I would, maybe others would like to see how that one trade affected your Greeks.
Yeah, let's see. All right, so now we're at 10.28 deltas. Isn't that sweet? I'm effectively delta neutral. 10.28. So still no adjustment. Our fader is 33.28. Look at that, just like we thought. And our buying power went down to 51.36. Wow. I mean, can you imagine going into a weekend any better than this? You've got sufficient theta. Your account's very healthy. This is beautiful, y'all. Just beautiful. Okay, now I need to, yeah, if you think that looks better, coach, good. So we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to have a little heart after this, okay? But we'll look at statistics, but let's do the second account first. Ain't nobody got nowhere to go today, right? We all having fun. Let's go to the other account. We can find it. All right, so this account is 37.10. And the IRA, well, I can't stand calling it that, just 37.10. Wow. How did I get, was that? I didn't do nothing, y'all, but is that right? Am I on the right account? Am I drinking? Have I been drinking? 36.99, that looks right, I guess. 92.18. 92.18. Well, I guess that's how we got all that money today. Look at us, y'all. 102,000. I mean, we, oh! Y'all seeing what I'm saying? Now what are we gonna do? Now we've roped ourselves into a corner, don't we? 19,260. Let's talk about it. We gotta make some decisions here. 19,260. All right, let's see here, y'all. Now, I mean, you talk about, I mean, we making money, y'all. We making money in this account. This account right here, look here, 826, we 100,000, we 102. I mean, we are doing stuff. And in this account, Bobby hadn't sold these stupid futures. I hadn't done anything dumb. And Ed and I talked about it too. I think it's easier to keep a bigger account, you know, in line anyway, right? But you know, that's just part of it. So let's see what we got here. We got deltas that could be as high as 153. Yeah, we're 37.10. That says you're fine. You can trade. Okay, now let's go over here. I don't have sufficient theta in the account to fuel the engine, so to speak. I need theta. I really do need theta. Now, here's where I'll get in trouble. Well, the market's up 1.6%. You don't need to put on a trade. But then, you know, if I look back just a couple of years, you know, and look at the VIX of 22 that we have today, I'd be like, oh, I'd die for a VIX of 22. So I can still sell premium. Do I need to? Yeah, I think so. All right. And our buying power usage is really, really, really low. So I think I can take the old gamble and put on a little trade. Now, am I going to do 3 tranches or 2 tranches? Oh, heck no, because it's not an ideal time to do it. So we're going to put on, one. Let's do one. Now, let's do it. We're going to go closest to, and this isn't updated from yesterday. This should be 52 days, right? It'll update, I think, something. Long put vertical. There we go. And move that down to where we're going to pay $10 for it. 975. We move it up to $10 to get filled, and shwank. That should fill us. All right, so over here, then I'm probably going to do a 112 because I just want it way out. I want it safe, right? So I'm going to go to something that I could sell for about $10, but I want to recover my commissions and everything. So probably, you know, right here, 34.30. We're going to do 2 of those. And we're going to move that up closer to the mid price, at 11.50. And we'll do 2 of those. And shawonky. I said shawonky. Unbelievable. Feel me, baby. Please. 11.25. Oh, this will fit. There we go. 11.25. All right, so we got our trade. So let's go put it on over here. We talked earlier this week in the mastermind session. Some of y'all are having trouble closing trades. Some of y'all are having trouble opening trades. And some of y'all laying a way in heck you'd open a trade on today. I'm going to do it because I need 30, somewhere, somehow. So 52, we'll do 2 of the 34 30s. 2 of the 34 30s. So 2 of them's. 34 30, 34 30, 2 of them. Then we gotta do the 3860, 3810 spread. 3860. 3810 spread. Go to pocket bump. Oh, behave. I forgot to hold my control key down. 3860, 3810. Gotta hold that control key down. And then 3430. Way out. Way out here. So the 6 delta, 7% probability of any money. 34 30s, 2 of them. Can we get 13 and a quarter? It's gonna take me $1,000 worth of buying power. All right, here we go. Let's make it less advantageous. Come here, little baby. I think what we're finding is it is easier to manage a larger account than it is a smaller account. Just easier. Everybody's at the Hampton, so Bobby's having to adjust his prices. I'm moving them in quarter increments. And this one should be $12.75. $12.75. So let's go put that in our pipe and smoke it. $12.75. Where we at, Bob? $12.75. Here we go. Micros. We're gonna call this a 11254th. 1 tranche. 1 1 1 2 54th. And 3860, 3810, 3430 puts. So there's this old gal to Jim. She looks like a Barbie doll. She really does. And so she was talking to this old boy. And so she went to pick her little son up. She's got like a little son. I don't know, he's probably 3 or 4 years old. And they just talking and talking and talking. And I'm like, she's sitting there just outside by the car and just holding this little boy. And I'm like, and he's just talking to her like it ain't nothing. And I'm like, dude, offer to hold the boy or something. My God, you know, I sitting there, I got tired just watching her because I was just sitting there pumping my iron, looking out the window and watching them out there. And I guess they was flirting with each other or something, but I'm like, gosh, man, I was like, this girl is proving her fitness by holding this toddler for like 45 minutes out in the parking lot. I'm like, offer for her to sit down or something, man. It just made me hurt. I was like, geez, what's wrong with these people? All these muscular people and all their weird ways. Just not my element there. All right, 5787. That look right. 1275, 5787. All right, now, so the question is, and I bet Ed wants maternal conditioning. Is that what that is? All right, Ed, you probably want me to update my Greeks again, don't you? Okay, Ed, 4151 in my Delta.
No, you don't have to here.
Well, let's do it because what I'm ultimately going to do is I'm going to show y'all that I'm not going to close a trade, right? 41.10. Just look at it. So now my theta hopefully is above 0.1. I'm at 98.36. Oh, that helped a lot, didn't it? 98.36. Come on, baby. Yeah, I'm at 0.1. You know, it's not giving me the greeny, but that's where we want to be, 0.1. And now our buying power usage is 25.24. 25.24. All right, so, you know, here's the deal. I'm using 20% buying power. I'm at 0.1. I'm at 41 on my Delta. This is a beautiful count. I see no reason whatsoever to close the trade today. Now, y'all will say, now here's some of y'all trade managers are going to fight me on this because you're going to sit there and go, wait a minute, Bobby. You got a 77, 86, 80, 85, 136. Y'all, you've got Cheryl Ladd sitting at the bar from Charlie's Angels back in the day, who I actually follow on Facebook, right? You got Cheryl Ladd sitting at the the Tahiti bar, what does they call them? Tiki Hut. And she says, excuse me, sir, do you like pina colada? Do I like pina colada? And they say, no, sorry, girl. Sorry. Can't close this for 172. Can't close that. But y'all, I just can't. I just can't. I'm perfectly fine holding that into the weekend. Y'all disagree with me, and that's fine. That's what makes our little group really, really good. All right, but I just want to show you why I'm not. Now, let's look at our stats on this account that has the stats built in. All right, so let's see how we do it. Keep in mind, I know that we've had losses on futures. I swear I'm never going to trade them again. Every time I do, I get in trouble. Let's just, we're not taking that into consideration. So on our 111s, which is the good stuff, if we'll quit doing futures, we're at 61% premium capture. We're on track for about 20% return. Weekly profit about $100. We're staying in the trade 20 days. Average credit $64 and a win rate of 94.32%. Okay, here's where we got to have the heart to heart. So yesterday, I said if two of my three Greeks are out of line, I've got to adjust one to get them back in line. Oh, and I did that all right. Huh. Sure enough, I did it. I sold that stupid future and lost $600. I'd be up $600 had I not done that. All right. So that got me to thinking, Bob, give yourself the option to do that. Do not give yourself the requirement to do that. So I don't want to make it a rule. I want to make it a permission that I can do that. Because if I go by and make it a rule, then I've got to follow the rule. I think what the better thing would have been, rather than selling a future, it would have been better. And I hate to say this because I don't want it to go to his head. We don't want anything to go to his head. But Ed was saying, Bobby, you could cut that trade off, for a $12 loser. And I think the key would have been maybe to have done something like that. The better, in hindsight, and as Pat Dye, former coach, God rest his soul, of the Auburn Tigers, used to say, hindsight is 50-50. So with hindsight, what should I have done? You know what I should have done? Nothing. I should have done nothing. But we didn't know the market was going to come back. Market was down 8 or 9 days in a row. And I was like, I'm kind of getting antsy. So I sold the future. Turned out to be the most inappropriate, incorrect thing that I possibly could have done. But I did it. I own it. What would have been the better thing to do? Nothing. Just absolutely freaking nothing. I was only up to 40% buying power. Tom and Tony in their big dog account, they started off with 50%. I only got up to like 40% buying power. You know what I should have done? Nothing. I should have waited. It wasn't like I was about to blow out. It wasn't like I was at 99% buying power and about to get a buying thing. The reason that we keep our buying power low is knowing that there will be days when we'll get above it. So what do? You just don't put on new trades. So the better thing for me to have done, so this is a learning moment, and I'd rather me learning in front of y'all and lose the $600 than y'all make the same mistake. We're setting up tighter ranges on theta. We're setting tighter ranges on buying power. We're setting all this up so that when crap hits the fan and goes against us, we don't have to do anything. We just kind of wait. It wasn't like I was getting a margin call. What was our buying power up to? Listen, if y'all will, I swear, if you'll hear what I'm saying and you'll go back and watch the last 2 or 3 times of our sales together, I swear, this is going to hit you in the face. I only got up to 42%, 39%, 45%. I was acting like, oh God, I got to do something. No, I didn't have to do anything. The preferred plan of action when stuff is out of bounds is to don't do anything. That's why we're only using 35% buying power, Because if it does go up to 80%, you just don't put other stuff on, just let things relax as they normally do. Even in 9/11, even in COVID crash, even in everything, it just kind of settles down, usually. And, we'll be hit by the one time that we'll all get, wiped out because but I'm telling you, how many times have we done this before where Bobby will get a little bit nervous and I'll sell the future? And every time, y'all, every time we sell the future, it slaps us in the face. Every time we sell the call slaps us in the face, and we don't learn. I don't learn. So it's good that y'all see me struggling so that you will go, God, I don't want to make those same dumb mistakes that Bobby does. So why don't we do this? Why don't we say, okay, if our delta is out of line and our theta is out of line and our buying power is out of line, the preferred thing to do is to wait. Okay. Now, if you can't wait, can you take off anything that is profitable? That's the number one thing. If everything's out of line, the first thing I would do is say, is there something I can take off that will make me 1 cent in profit? The second thing that I would do is say, is there anything that I have on that I could take that would be a minimal loss and just let the other ones kind of recover with time? Because you've seen it time and time again. I would be much better off in this account have I not done a call and I never done a future. So my preferred maintenance in the future is nothing. My preferred maintenance is nothing. Now, we can always say, do I need negative delta? Well, you could do split them up, right? I'm gonna buy put spread. Buy put spread, that gives me negative delta, that gives me negative theta, and that should reduce my buying power. That's a possible adjustment. But I think this crap with calls and futures and all that, I don't know, man. Every time I do it, I get slapped. Every time I do it, I get slapped. With secondary choice to take off the position. Exactly. Right? The preferred thing, well, always, if they're out of line, you're always going to look to see, is there something I can take off to make a penny profit? Just take it off, take a little bit of risk off. I'd like to see a little profit on it. And then you go, okay, my second priority would be just do nothing. If I could take something off profit, that's great. If I can't take anything off profit, my second preference is to do nothing. If your tolerance level is going to be stretched to a point that you got to take something off that's probably the least amount of loss. So you take a little bit of risk off. Oh, I lost $20 there. Yeah, big deal. Oh, I lost $100 there. Big deal. Just to take a little risk off, if that helps you sleep. So here's what we're going to do. If everything's out of line, take something off. Right? That's profit. If you can't do that, the preferred thing is just don't do anything. I was only at 45, 42, 40% buying power. And I flipped out. Y'all see what I'm saying? I'm the worst trader on the planet. I flipped out and said, oh, well, I've got 2 out of 3 things bad. I've got to sell a future. No, I didn't. It cost me $600. Now, watch the market crash over the weekend. And it'd be like, man, that would be great if I'd have kept that future. It's the way it happens, y'all. It's just the way it happens. But this is such a powerful learning session. If we will, but take a bit of time to just figure out what's happened over the last couple of days. Best thing to have done would have been nothing. Sometimes the best course of action is to do absolutely, positively nothing. And with that, I bid you a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Monday.